D.S. Palmer from thelibertyweekly.com, lexmalabooks.com, author of St. Bart's High, or How I Had a Love for the Classes Beat Into Me. Here talking to you on June 1st, 2012. This is when the Bilderbergers are meeting in Virginia. They do this every year, every 4 years. They seem to do it very close to Washington, D.C. when the Americans are choosing a president. And I had this on my mind when my family and we went to watch Happy Feet 2. Just getting around now to watching this because the local theater gives you a break to go out and watch some of the older films during the summertime. So in this film, you got a community of penguins who are first, they don't directly mention it, but the ice is always melting. They're clearly being distressed by global warming nonsense. Now, I don't want to get too far into that. I don't pretend to be a scientist. I do think that it is very interesting, though, that after Julian Assange and WikiLeaks blows the lid off that thing, every establishment hack from President Obama to the bloviating Glenn Beck are doing everything they can to make sure that Assange never gets a clean whiff of fresh air again. They're going to throw him away for so long. So these penguins are being distressed by melting ice that is even leading to grass. Now, just to take a quick step away from that, there seems to be grass growing as the ice melts. Did a quick Google search. It looks like you need about 50 degrees, consistent 50-degree weather to try and get grass to grow. Come on, Happy Feet 2. You didn't think we knew how to use a search engine. Come on. So the penguins, eventually, as the ice continues to melt, fall into this deep recession. These helpless, foolish penguins are now going to require aid from somebody, and 3 of their betters are going to try to do it. The first is a flying penguin. He's better because he can fly, and it turns out that he's more of a fraud rather than a better because he is not a penguin at all. So after he comes around, humans, or rather creepily what they refer to as aliens, come, and they're going to bail him out. But then they have to take off because of a storm, which we can only assume is going to be the product of some more global warming nonsense. So finally, I believe they refer to them as elephant seals, come and help them dance a avalanche down to the penguins in the recession so they can come up there and, go back and fish and do penguin things. How did this remind me of the Bilderberg Group? Well, of course, the Bilderberg Group meets very secretly, so secret that in fact many of them will not ever go on the record of mentioning it, and they say that they need to do this because serious people need to get together and talk about serious things without having to explain themselves or whatever it is they're going to be talking about. Or in other words, these serious people need to go and figure out how to best to take care of we foolish people, you and I, for example, right? We are the penguins here. Rather interestingly, stuck in a recession, we need to just step aside and let our betters figure out how to best get us out of that, whether they be flying penguins, human aliens, or elephant seals. Just wait for the betters to go through it all and find out how to get all of the foolish, silly people out of their trouble, right? Happy Feet 2, brought to you by the Bilderberg Broadcasting Corp. Thanks a lot. Again, I'm D.S. Palmer from thelibertyweekly.com, lexmalabooks.com, author of St. Bart's High, or How I Had a Love for the Classes Beat Into Me. Like this, subscribe to us, please, and we'll be back with more soon. Have a good weekend.